Hey, happy Saturday, everybody. This is Steve-O, the playbook with Clarkus and Steve-O. And I don't know about you, Clarkus, but it feels like 30 years ago. Feels like 1996 again.
Sure does. It's Denim Day, baby.
Absolutely. Yeah, I got the 96 Final Four hat on, too. The
I like it.
96 Pope, Delk, and McCarty shirt. I'm ready to go.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
Speaking
so
of denim, were the new uniforms what you expected they would look like?
they were better. I thought they were actually not going to look that great, and they look clean.
Yes. I thought they were going to be mostly denim,
Yeah.
and I'm glad all they did was the lettering and like outlines in denim. It looks so much crisper.
It does. Nike did its thing with those, so we appreciate that because that might be a jersey most fans will want or have to buy. So,
Yeah. I'll probably be buying one.
speaking of that, later today, I'm going to go take a shot at getting those Devin Booker 2s later.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Booker's having a little pop up stand. I don't know if you've been seeing on social media down there at Rupp from 2 to 8, and I'm going to go and try to get me a pair. I have a pocket this size, so we'll see what happens. But if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I'll get some other denim gear. But I'm gonna try for those because those shoes are clean too.
That's sweet. That's
Yeah.
sweet. I didn't know they were doing a pop-up for a giveaway, but
It might just be to buy. I'm gonna buy them too, anyways, because those are I already got the first one, so I might as well get the second one. The second one's like way cooler than the first one's, by the way. So
yes. 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 How you feeling about today?
the more and more I've been watching college basketball this week and thinking about our game on Wednesday, I feel great. I mean, I don't like I said, I don't think we're going to win. I'm not going to say we're going to win. How about that? But I feel like we will. I'm not going to guarantee it. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it, but I like our chances today better than I'd like them down there, and we beat them down there. So
Exactly. I think I feel pretty good about today. Feel like they're gonna come in with a little extra spunk to them with the uniforms. Look good, play good. Um, I'm confident. I'll say
hopefully,
that.
shoot good.
Yeah, yeah, we need that. What if the denim has just been the missing piece all year?
All right. Or they
It's
put on
just,
the Devin Booker shoes and they all start shooting like him.
oh, that would be. Uh, we might win by 100.
Yeah, there's a chance this could end up being like that Florida game in 2003 where we just blow them out, where we blew Florida out when they were ranked number one and the roof just falls out and up, or we could get upset in a big game. Like I don't remember a lot of big games we got upset in because I try to erase those from my memory, but I know they're there up. So
Right. Yep. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. What is Tennessee ranked, or are they?
Tennessee, I just had it pulled up. Well, first of all, with Tennessee, Nate Abman, he's been killing it the last 5 or 6 games. He is certainly better than the last game we played them. Gillespie's finally got some help, so we're going to have to watch out for him. He's
Yeah.
helped them with their win streak. So they're ranked 25th, and they've won 4 in a row against at Alabama, at Georgia, Auburn, at home, and Ole Miss. So probably three tournament teams. So they've done well, and we did beat them. They're probably our second best win of the season so far. But they've probably beat more quality opponents than we have right now. So
Right. Speaking of, one of our wins got a little more boosted up last night.
uh, UConn's in my top five teams. I hate, not gonna lie. So I love that. That was awesome.
Yep. Yep. So makes that St. John's win look a little better for us.
They look better too. They're actually hitting threes. They haven't been doing that most of the season. I know the Big East kind of sucks this year. It's like a three-team league basically. But the more St.
Yeah.
John's wins, if they win the conference too somehow, we'd be like we beat the Big East champs.
Right. Yeah, that conference pretty much it's what St. John's, UConn, and Providence that are the three
No,
good teams.
probably Villanova this year.
Or Villanova. Okay.
Yeah, but those might be the only three tournament teams in that conference, and the SEC isn't as top heavy as we're not going to get what how many we get in last year like a record 12 or 13 teams in that won't happen this year, but we'll still
No.
probably get 8 or 9. So
Yeah, which is about normal. 7 to 9.
yeah. And hopefully the committee doesn't do what they did last year. I didn't mind getting Tennessee in the Sweet 16. The hype before that game was awesome, but I guess it was a product of the conference being so well and spread out and the teams advancing. Like we were going to run into each other eventually. I just hated that it was Tennessee. So hopefully we're not in their side of the
Right.
bracket again.
Did you see the bracketology last week that had Kentucky Louisville in the first round as the 8-9 came?
Yeah, and then it was like St. John's and somebody else. It was like it's all four coaches were together. I forgot who it was, but it's wild. I don't know. I don't know what to look at. I like to look at something called bracket matrix, and it combines all of them
Hmm.
and combines them into one. Usually, right now they have us as a six seed. More people are higher with us as a six or in almost a seven. So who knows?
I'd take that. I would
I've
take
always
it.
said I'll take a three or a six over uh, yeah, take a three, a six over a four or five because you don't have to run into the one seed until the Elite Eight.
Right, right. Yeah, that's kind of key right there. But like we talked about on last episode, I don't care what number's next to our name. If we get in there, it, I mean, we played in the national title game as an 8 seed.
Right? And that was with a slightly more talented team, but not as experienced. And they didn't play defense like this team does in the tournament. If we get cold, our defense will keep us in games.
Yep, yep. I mean, his defense, man, gone off the charts,
The
and
defense
in
and the rebounding.
in large part due to Moreno.
Yeah. And how about BG last game? BG
I
got
know.
it.
When they came on the TV and said he only needs I think it was like two more points for or two more rebounds for a double double. I was like, what? He's got like 10 and 10, and the announcer goes, he's got 18 points and only needs one more rebound for a double double.
Yeah.
And I looked at my wife and was like, he's got 18 and 10?
And then
What?
he got those two
Since
trash points
when?
to get us 20. He had to do it.
This is the most silent 20 and 10 game in Kentucky history, maybe.
He hates Oklahoma.
Yeah, him and Ortega, and it's clear. It
Yeah.
is clear.
I think OA hates all the SEC teams right now because he's running through the SEC. I try to keep up with like conference player of the year races across the conference. Some of them are pretty obvious. The SEC isn't so obvious anymore. OA's put his name in that conversation.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's probably Oway, Ament,
A Cuff,
uh, Haycuff.
uh,
Um,
Chenyalu maybe.
yeah, or
He's
even
Florida's best player.
is he? I haven't watched much of Florida this year. I
He
figured it would be maybe Hauk or Condon.
could be. It could be Houck. Condon's been slowing down a little bit, but it could be Houck. He's probably the leading scorer, but Chenyalu's been like averaging a double double all season.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah. Who's the? I would have put Phylon up there, but he slowed down a little bit.
Yep, yep. Yeah, that's really
I know, but still, like the ACC's got Boozer. The
yeah,
Big 12 is probably Peterson, unless they don't think he played enough, then they're going to give it to Devansa or
yeah,
Kingston Flemings.
right. Yeah, it's one of them three. But it's Darren Peterson if he's played enough.
Yeah, exactly. He's a hooper. I looked at a mock draft today. He's been number one in every single one. So I wish we could have got him. I know he grew up being a UK fan and wanted to play here, and to not to go on that JMI rant again. We don't have to, but he should have been one that should be playing this year on our team.
Yep. Um, I don't remember who it was, but I saw a clip, somebody talking about him, and they said, it's crazy he's doing this and he's only playing about half the game.
Hmm.
If he played the full game, he'd score 45 a night.
Yeah, he'd honestly be like kind of how Buddy Hield was there for Oklahoma, just getting 35 a night. And you're like, that's not enough. You got to get 40, buddy, because you're
Right.
better than
Yeah.
that.
For it will. Just do what you want.
Exactly, exactly. But
Uh,
so after that last game, Oklahoma I know is not the best team in the SEC, but I think we shot the ball very well. So I don't know about you, but I feel a little more confident with how we're moving the ball and shooting the three.
I feel a lot more confident. It was nice not having to sweat it out the whole game.
Yeah.
Or, did we ever trail other than maybe the first minute or two?
No, not that I can recall at least. It was that's how I know this because I'm locked in most of the time. But if it's a blowout, I can start multitasking occasionally, and I started multitasking early in the second half. So
Yeah. Yeah. Nice to be able to do that. We haven't been able to do that in a while.
Yeah, I know, and we're going to be locked in fully tonight. We know this is going to be a close game because Tennessee always our
Yeah,
games against them are always close. Even if we beat them by double digits, just because we hit free throws at the end. I mean, it's always close.
right. That's just a rivalry for you, man.
Our biggest basketball rivalry, I think, for sure. I mean, you could put Florida up there too, in Louisville, obviously, but Tennessee's in my book is becoming that because yeah, we beat them twice last year. They got us in the tournament though. Like I feel like anytime we get one or two up on them, they get us back. So
Yep. That's I mean, like they always say, it's hard to beat a team three times in a season, you know.
it is, it is. So we'll see. The
So
SEC tournament will be interesting too. See, we could maybe line up with them there. Right now, we're in second place. I mean, if we do get a game against A&M at some point here in a
right.
little bit, but I don't know. The way they've been winning too, it's going to be tough to win the conference. So
I know,
get
right? And
top four seed, get a double bye.
who would have thought that their head coach would come in and make this big of a splash in year one?
I know. Bucky ball is what they call it.
Yeah, I know. What's his name? Bucky.
McMillan.
Okay.
And the guy he replaced has Maryland not even making the NIT. So,
Oh God,
oh yeah,
that was oh, what was his name? Buzz.
Buzz Williams, yeah. And
Yeah.
remember he kind of was a tattletale to the rest because Jackson Robinson turned around and went like that, and he's like, "Oh, give him a technical, give him a technical." So then we decided to beat that ass later that game. So
What on earth was he thinking making that move to Maryland? Why would you leave Texas oil money?
I know because the one thing I can think of is because Texas A&M is a football school, but if you're good at basketball, they'll get you some money anywhere. And if you look at
Yeah.
Buzz Williams' history, he just stays somewhere for 4 or 5 years, throws a smoke bomb, and leave. I mean, Marquette, Virginia Tech, I guess that was it before A&M, and then now Maryland. He's only there for 4 or 5 years, and then he leaves.
Right? Like, talk about a guy who's coached some pretty notable teams.
And
Marquette.
players, yeah, Jimmy
Yeah.
Butler.
Yeah. He didn't coach. No, he didn't coach Dwayne Wade, did he? At Marquette.
No, that was actually Tom Crean.
Okay. I forget about him coaching there because yeah, he went to Indiana after Marquette, right?
Yeah, that was one of our. I don't know about you, one of the first big heartbreak losses to me. I remember crying as a child when Dwayne Wade beat us.
Yep. Yep. That man was a problem at Marquette.
We started his career.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was good,
Definitely.
but he wouldn't have got drafted top five if he didn't do what he did to us.
Probably. Probably. Yeah. I mean, definitely gave him a springboard.
Keith Bogans got hurt, if I remember correctly, in the round before that, and that's why we lost. I blame that. So
Probably a large effect. Keith
yeah,
Bogans was a pretty pivotal piece of that team.
yeah. Shout out Keith Bogans, right?
One of my all-time favorites.
Same. Yeah, exactly. Our generation, we love Tayshaun Bogan, Stitch, Hayes. We've gone through all of them. We could go through all those rosters. They were awesome. Love those teams. And this team
Do
has
you,
potential to be like some of those, just not record wise, but because those teams played defense and had a couple good 3-point shooters.
if you take Pope and Cal out of the equation as far as their players, who would be your top five? Pre-Cal and
Pope,
Pope.
Pre-Cal and Pope. See that honestly, that list is easier to me. Uh,
I think there's a
I'm
clear one.
Yeah, so when I think of lists like this, I like to think of ones that I remember watching on TV because obviously Dan Essel's there, Jamal Mashburn's there, whatever. I'm thinking
Right.
like I remember from like probably like 98, 99 on.
Right.
Clear one, probably agree, Tayshawn.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. Clear one, Tayshaun Prince.
Mr.
Not even
Five
close.
Threes.
If you think somebody else is number one, go argue with the wall.
Yeah, yeah, right. Tayshawn is got to shout out Tayshawn, NBA champ. He made me like the Pistons for a couple seasons just because he was on
Yep. Yep.
it.
And now look at them again. They're pretty good.
One of the greatest blocks of all time on Reggie Miller.
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Um, trying to think who my number two would be.
I'm number two, not me, who we just named, Keith Bogans.
Keith Bogus. Okay. I
Yeah.
feel like me personally, I liked watching Joe Fitch
Yeah.
a little
Oh,
better
Fish
than
was awesome.
Bogans.
Yeah.
Um, so I think I'm gonna go Fitch too.
Fitch two. All right. Well, Fitch is on my list, but I would probably put Fitch at five. I got two ahead of Fitch. So,
Okay. Um, which I am gonna go Bogans three.
all right. And I'll give you my other two because I bet one of them is on there, but the other one isn't. My number three is Chuck Hayes. I figured that's the one that might be on yours.
I don't know that he's gonna make mine.
Okay. And number four is Randolph Morris.
Okay.
I
My two
loved
big
Randolph
guys.
Morris. I love
I
Randolph
don't
Morris.
I don't think I have a big guy on my list
Yeah.
because
I trust Fitch to play point guard.
my last two are um this one might come out as a little wild. Kalena
Okay.
Azubuike.
Oh no, he was. I was considering him. That looks like Tarzan plays like Jane. Yeah.
Yep. And one Joe Crawford.
Yeah. Shout out Joe. I like Joe a lot more than I liked Ramel, to be honest with you. Just how he
Yes.
played at least. So he wasn't a ball
Yeah.
hog. He was in high school. He was a dunker. Like he was cramming on people.
Yeah. Just a smooth operator, man.
He was. He was. Yeah. I like that list. Another underrated one I have that is from the. Uh, well, I guess he could be. He's the Gillespie. Jody Meeks.
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot about Jody.
He slides through the cracks because of that. On Tennessee, days of all day, I know it was in Knoxville, but he's arguably got the best performance against Tennessee we've ever seen.
Yeah. 54.
Yeah,
Insane. Insane. Another honorable mention. Patrick Sparks.
yeah, the Cardinal killer.
Yeah. I'll never. Do you remember that NCAA tournament game against Michigan State where it
Oh
seemed like
yeah,
that ball just sat on the rim for what seemed like 10 minutes and then finally rolled in?
that's one of those games in college basketball. The team that like hits that buzzer beater should always win, but in overtime they usually don't.
Right. Never works out like that.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, those were. Tubby loved his guards, didn't he?
he did, and he ran him to death. They always played good defense, and they were in shape. It's just he don't I don't know about you. I always thought he never let Rondo off a leash, though. We saw once Rondo went pro, he was just a different player.
Yes, unstoppable.
Yeah,
And that's why Rondo isn't on my list. If you let Rondo play at Kentucky how he played in the NBA, he's a clear one over Tayshaun.
yeah, exactly. His freshman year, he showed some promise, and he was like back up behind Sparks. So it's like cool. And then I think he ended up starting by the end of the year. It's like Rondo, we get him another year with Randolph Morris, and I don't remember if Hasabuki was coming back. I think he left after his junior year, but we're like, we got some pieces coming back. And then he only averaged like 14 points a game and six assists. I don't think it was to his detriment. I just think it was the system.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, we all know how Tubby played ball. We saw it.
Yeah.
While we're on the Rondo thing, do you believe that crazy theory around him that the reason his hands were bigger is because the webbing was removed? Have you ever heard that?
Uh, I have heard that. I'm not sure if I believe it just because I'm not a doctor or scientist, whatever, but I don't. I'm trying to compare it to like Giannis's hands. I know he's a Greek freak, but he's 7 foot. Rondo is smaller. I mean, no one his size has those hands, so I guess could be a little truth to it, but I don't know, dude. I think he's just genetically a freak.
Is that the biggest conspiracy theory in Kentucky basketball?
No, definitely not,
No.
but it's on the list. That'd be like a whole two or three podcasts in itself. We got once the season's over, we got a lot of good off-season podcast ideas.
Yeah, yeah, no kidding. It's good off-season talk. We'll do a whole episode on conspiracy theories for like basketball and football.
Yeah, we've heard a lot over the years, just even being in college and being around town. So,
Right, right. Well, what's next?
um,
Want to do some segments? Not really much
uh,
football talk.
No, not a lot of UK football talk right now, other than they've been coming out with some hype videos, and the social media team's been trying to put out some stuff. So I like that.
Yeah, yeah, lots of incoming visits, but I don't really want to report on visits. It doesn't mean much.
No, right now we're as UK fans. I think most UK fans are like us. I know some are diehard football and don't care about basketball, which I don't know any of those fans because everybody I know at least likes basketball a little bit. Um,
Right.
but football will come up probably in like May again. All right, we might sprinkle
Yeah.
a little bit every episode, but right now through basketball and even maybe some MLB and college baseball, we probably won't get into football too much until some more stuff happens. So we're
Right.
excited about
And
the team, but the timing is just what it is.
yeah, once we start seeing them in pads, running
Yeah,
around in spring practice, and maybe get a glimpse of the blue-white game, I don't know if they're
yeah.
going to do that again this year, but
With him, who knows?
um, they probably need to bring it back.
Yeah,
All those simulated scrimmages that Stoops was doing at the end of his tenure, I just feel like that's not a good way to prepare your team.
I agree. And Stein
Like,
probably went to those blue white games, so that's why I think he might bring it back.
and you're literally putting your players in a spot. Like, hey, here's what's going to happen. Make sure you're here and he's there. It's like they're telling you what's going to happen. You can't play football like that because you don't know what the other team's doing. You need to be able to make heads up plays and decisions and all that crap without knowing what's going on, like
They
it's
do that because they don't want to get hurt in the spring, but you don't play games to the fall. So why don't you do that in the fall when you're 7 or 8 games in and you already have scouting report on people and you're banged up and you don't need to fully hit hard?
bingo, bingo. But we'll see.
Well,
That's enough football
well,
talk.
we will table the football because it is Super Bowl Sunday. So um, we've done hate or tolerate for Tennessee quite a few times. So let's do it for these two Super Bowl teams for the Patriots and the Seahawks. Hate or tolerate edition.
Seahawks tolerate.
Okay.
Um,
Patriots hate. All right, we're
Lamar,
done. No, I'm just kidding.
you're not wrong. I do hate the Patriots,
Yeah.
multiple reasons.
So let's start with that.
But
Is there a Patriot you tolerate? Because I think we can respect Brady in the Super Bowls, but is there one that like you can say you wouldn't like hate to meet or whatever, like you don't, or you didn't hate seeing play?
Randy Moss.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
I kind of like Jules.
Yeah, Jules. He had that random
Yeah.
that one-handed catch or the bobble catch against the Falcons.
Yeah. Um,
I hated Gronk when he was playing, but I kind of like Gronk post career.
well, yeah. He's been hit so many times. He's like a fifth grader when he's talking to people.
I know he's hilarious.
I know. Man, that was a scary tight end duo they had with him and Mr. Murderer.
Yeah, gone forever, Aaron Hernandez.
Right?
Uh, they
Um,
were. I mean, uh, I'm really struggling to find one that I tolerated because, like, that's when I probably like you when you first started watching the Super Bowls. The Patriots were like just destroying everybody, and you're like, God, just came out of
yep.
nowhere. I didn't even hate all the Boston's team then. That may have been the first Boston team I hated, and I didn't realize it at the time. But in hindsight, they were. They probably started the Boston hate.
My Boston hate started from the Red Sox, so
That's fair. That's fair. Well, you're Yankees. You were as soon as you became a Yankees fan, it automatically went into your veins that you hated the Red Sox.
yep, yep. It's injected. It's injected into your brain.
It's the same for me for the
uh,
St. Louis Cardinals. So anyways,
now I have a lot
hard to
more
pull.
tolerate.
I got one more for the Patriots. Okay, we hate them all, but the one that I could tolerate was I kind of didn't hate Vince Wilfork. He was kind of a big, funny, goofy guy.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I got one more tolerate for the Patriots.
Okay,
Teddy Bruschi.
Brisky. Yeah, tonight I'll be having a couple of Teddy Briskies.
Yep, yep. Um, let's go Seahawks side. I don't know
Yeah.
that I really hate anybody from the Seahawks side.
Uh,
Um,
I kind of hated some of their teams. Individuals is hard to think of. Like, we're fantasy football players. I couldn't stand Doug Baldwin because he beat me in a fantasy title one time back in my 2014. But I love
Totally
Marshawn Lynch
understandable.
for a lot of reasons. He won me a fantasy title, and he's just likable. How can you not love Marshawn Lynch?
Yes, love Marshawn Lynch. Like Lockett.
Lockett, little speedy
Uh-huh.
receiver.
Uh, I guess one person I would hate would be the offensive coordinator of the Super Bowl team that threw the ball on the 1 yard line.
I don't know who that was. It was probably like Daryl Devil or somebody. I don't know.
Yeah,
They said it was
but
probably Pete Carroll. He called the play.
but I mean, that's just you deserve to be hated. I'm not even like a
Yeah,
fan of the Seahawks, but that's
I was
such a
right.
dumb play to run.
Daryl Devil. I was right, and it was just a lucky guess,
Good
probably
pull.
because it's been ingrained in my head from hearing about that all the time. But Devil is currently the pass game coordinator for the Jaguars. No wonder he wanted
Makes
to
sense.
pass.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Sean Alexander, Kentucky native.
Yeah, there you go. There's a tolerate. How did we let that
I
guy get out of the state?
I read an interview one time. He said that the coaches didn't go after him. He said that his friend Kersey, I think, and Alexander was waiting to get a call from Kentucky, and he got visits from like Alabama, Georgia, and like three other big schools. And then he asked his parents, he's like, "Did I get a call from Kentucky?" Nope. So he went to Alabama.
Insane.
Fran Kersey, yeah. Um,
Insane.
I didn't really care for Russell Wilson. I think he was kind of his attitude, his mockiness. Like he came in as a rookie, it was kind of cool when he beat the Packers on the play that probably shouldn't have counted. That was cool, but I don't know.
Yeah,
He's kind of
I
fake.
don't ha I don't hate him, but
Yeah,
I don't like him. You know, I mean,
exactly.
yeah. How did he get Sierra? That's such a weird,
Right.
like,
Uh,
what
if I remember correctly, she went from Future to him. What a big difference.
huge difference. Insane. You remember the conspiracy theory when we were kids that she was a man?
Oh yes, I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Um,
Um,
so who do you think's going to win? What do you got a score prediction?
I think the Seahawks are going to win, and I think it's going to be 23-20.
I was
Meyer
around
hits a
that.
game winner.
I was around that. I said 20, I was thinking 24-21. Seahawks.
Okay.
Their defense is good. I think Drake May might run one or two in, and maybe they get maybe Stevenson or Henderson bust one off. Pause. But but
Pause.
the yeah. I, the real question is, are you going to be tuned into the halftime show? Because I don't have anything against Bad Bunny, but I don't know any of his music.
I won't know any of the music, and I'm having my dad and stepmom over for the game, so I'll probably be in the kitchen snacking.
Heck yeah, that's the perfect time to go snack. Uh,
Yep.
there's been some good halftime shows over the years. I was thinking about bringing that to the table for my ranks, but I have a different one since we're on the football subject, and I want you to tell me who you think are your top five best quarterbacks of our Super Bowl era. So, like I defined our Super Bowl area, like '98 to now.
Man. Well, there's a clear one, and I don't like saying it because we just talked about hating him, but it's Tom Brady.
How do you feel about the Patriots fans bitching about him not saying he didn't have a side? They're so spoiled.
Well, here's the thing. He can't have a side.
Exactly. And he could say, sure, I wish the Patriots good luck, whatever, and that wouldn't even suffice. It's like, who cares? They're so spoiled. Like if I'm trying to think, if like Brian Urlacher was calling games and he did the same to us, I would understand. I know deep down he's rooting for the Bears.
Well, well, here's the kicker about it. Like, say you were a okay, say you're a Patriots fan and you have a majority owner who used to play for, I don't know, say the Bengals. Would you want that guy publicly endorsing another franchise when he's a majority owner of your franchise?
Yeah, he's doing it probably a little bit out of respect for the Raiders, a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's who's signing his paycheck. Well, I don't know that he's getting much of a paycheck from the Raiders, but
No, but he's making some type of investment money or something off of them.
yes, yeah, no, get a life.
Right,
Like
right.
if you're mad about that, you are in too deep.
Boston fans are sore losers and sore winners, and I know I have a
Hmm.
couple of Boston friends that are fans, and they can like those teams. They don't have to take it personal. It's just your fanship's annoying.
Yeah, no, trust me, I know my wife is a Celtics fan.
Yeah, they aren't they don't start getting annoying till the playoffs because they like expect to make the playoffs, and right now they're still worried about the Red Sox spring training. I know she's not; she's multiple sports, but I'm just saying Boston fans in general.
Right. Yeah, she's only basketball, thank God.
Right.
Um,
So you got
so
Brady
let's
one.
see. Number two on that list, I think you got to go Mahomes.
Okay.
Um, Number three. Hmm. Now this might be a little controversial.
Okay.
Matthew Stafford.
Stafford. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. He did just get his first MVP this year, thanks to someone voting for Justin Herbert. But
Right. Um, Number four on that list for me, probably the sheriff, Peyton Manning.
hmm
Let's see, number five. Huh.
it's tough, I know.
I would have to say probably, and this is probably not not going to be agreeable by most people, but give me Drew Brees.
Drew Brees. Well, it's agreeable by me, dude. I got four of your five on there. So
Okay.
Drew Brees isn't agreeable because everyone thinks he was the system quarterback with the Saints. You go look at all the record books. He has he's in the top five of everything.
Yeah. And he's got what, one Super Bowl or two?
He's got one, but he's played for two. So,
That's what I thought.
and he should have played for three if the Rams didn't get that pass interference call against them. Still one of the worst calls of all time that they didn't call.
Yep. Yep.
But anyways, so I'm similar to you though. I got Brady one. Of course, that's a no brainer. Uh,
Yep.
I got Sheriff two right now. I I
Okay.
I got Sheriff two mainly because he's done it on two other teams, and I know the Broncos defense kind of carried him to that one, but he didn't really turn the ball over that Super Bowl. He played well enough to win and not bad enough to lose. And then he probably had his best year against that year against the Seahawks, but that Seahawks defense was insane, and he just couldn't beat them. Kind of like maybe one of Mahomes' best years, better years, was against the Buccaneers that year, and that Buccaneers defense tore them up too. So,
Yep. What's
but I do got Mahomes third though.
didn't um Peyton Manning had that historical season with 55 touchdowns as a Bronco?
He did, yeah, he did. In the first game of that season, he threw like seven against the Ravens.
Do you think that record will ever be broken?
Yeah, there's some that's. I'm surprised Josh Allen hasn't broken it yet, to be honest with you. And you know why he hasn't? Because he doesn't have the receivers Peyton had, which that's here or there. Peyton made some of his receivers. We know that. But Marvin Harrison
Yeah,
and Reggie Wayne. I'm not Marvin Harrison. Demarius Thomas is better than any receiver he's had.
that's true. Um, but that's just passing touchdowns. I don't think Josh Allen will ever get close because he likes to run the ball.
That's fair. That's fair. Stafford was leading the league in touchdowns for a lot of the year this year, and I think he only topped out at like 40, maybe
Yeah,
40 something. So it would be interesting to see. I don't know if the with a lot of the quarterbacks being more mobile too, like like our quarterback Caleb, he probably won't ever get
right.
55 because he's more mobile.
Well,
Same with Drake May. I mean,
I mean that's kind of what I'm saying. I don't think it'll ever be touched.
yeah, he. Yeah, I think he threw for a record amount of passes that year too. Manning did. So there's no coach that wants to wear their quarterback out like that right now.
Right. Especially, I mean,
So
he was at the end of his towards the end of his career
he was. That's
on
probably why
those
he
Broncos
sucked.
team.
He sucked a year or two later because that one season they went all in for him and just ran into the wagon of the Seahawks defense.
Yep.
So
So
I had
yeah,
Manning second,
Brady.
Mahomes third.
Okay.
I have Breeze fourth.
Okay.
He's always in that same level in my head with the rest of them. And he's like just been right behind him recently in my head. But up until like his last couple of years, I've always had him on the same level as those guys. Five, I don't have Stafford, but he would be in contention. I definitely don't have Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre.
Nope. Nope.
So in my head, I don't like doing this because I don't like this team. But I think uh, your wife is going to like this a lot. I put Big Ben.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wasn't really thinking too much about him. Another honorable mention for that list, Joe Flacco.
yeah. Shout out, shout out, Joe, still playing.
Still playing.
I got to see him
Insane.
play when he played on just this year when he played on the Bengals. Not in his prime, but I still got to see him play.
Right? That's crazy. That's crazy. Uh, Another name that we're completely forgetting about, Michael Vick.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say we weren't forgetting. I think we put him in the back of our head because he didn't play long enough.
True. Don't fight
So,
dogs, kids.
right? We're team dogs over here. My dog's over there sitting on the couch. We're team dogs.
Yep. My three are probably downstairs laying on the couch with my wife.
Yeah, I don't know about your dogs, but my dog gets she don't get startled too often. She's a little Shih Tzu, but
Hmm.
she gets startled when I'm watching UK games because that's when I watch UK games at home, I just become a different person. I'm not sitting there screaming and cussing at the TV unless it's a Doug House game. So that's about 50-50. But most of the time, it's just
All right.
she's sitting there locked in with me, and like I said, we're team dogs.
Oh, our newest dog, Jazzy, man. She sits there watching me. Huh?
Yeah,
Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing? Who are you talking to?
yeah, right.
And the other two dogs, they've been around for, well, Roscoe, hell, he's been around forever now. He's almost 12 years old. And Luna, our little puppy, well, she's not a puppy, she's like 3 or 4, so she's been around long enough to know that I'm crazy during UK games. It's
Yeah.
only, this Jazzy's only second basketball season for me, so she ain't quite
Yeah.
used to it.
Yeah, we had Gracie in 2020, so she hasn't really. She's probably seen more me upset than happy. So
Right. And you all just got the one small dog?
yeah, that's all we got right now. We thought about getting another one, but she's pretty selfish, so we're waiting to see what's
I get
next.
it.
But
All
right
three
now
of mine are
she's
selfish.
yeah, right. So
We had four, but one of them passed away about 2 months ago. She was old though. She was like 19-year-old Chihuahua. She lived a good life.
that's what you want to say about your dogs that pass away or any animals that pass away is like they lived a good life. We had well, I lived out on a farm, and when I was younger, we had the horses pass away, and my dad was always like, "They're just old." He was like, "They were older than me, maybe." He was like, "They're like 20, 30 years old. And that's old for a horse." So
Yeah, very old for a horse. So, but now we've only got one old dog now, and it's Roscoe. The other two are pretty young. Jazzy's only one, so
let's hope Roscoe gets to see a national championship before he dies.
oh
So.
God, I hope. I hope.
So speaking of that, uh, what do you think our ceiling is? If we're playing at our all-time best, and I know some of the it will depend on the draw, but say we're where we're at now, a 6-7, 6-7. Yeah, I had to do it. Yeah, we're just going to embrace it instead of just saying we hate it. All right, I work with kids. You have a kid. It is what it is. So,
You know what's funny? So my wife's sister, they live out in Arizona, and she is admin at one of the
yeah,
schools down there. and she said that they don't have a 6-7 problem in their school because the principal embraced it and is like going around doing it to everybody, and the kids are like, oh, oh, we don't like it now that she likes it.
That's hilarious. I saw someone did it
And
at
the,
Halloween. They dressed up, their parents dressed up as 6'7", and that embarrassed their kids. So they're like, nope, we're never saying this again.
it's a good way to curb it.
It is. It really is. I'm gonna use that at my summer camp this year if it's still relevant by then. It could be something else by then, by May. So,
Oh, I'm sure it will still be relevant.
so to get back to our bracketology. So just here, I'll just give you the bracket it has us in right now on CBS, just because that's the website I was on. See what our
Okay.
ceiling in this bracket is, not where you predict, just what our ceiling is. All right, it has us in the 6-11 against the play-in. It doesn't have who the play-in would be yet, so we'll just call that a win.
Okay.
The next round would be potentially against number 3 Kansas. I think we can beat Kansas,
It depends on how much Darren Peterson plays.
and that is very fair. But I think our ceiling, playing our best, we can beat them.
Yes.
Yes,
Now, this is obviously post-injury ceiling, right?
yes. And this is
Okay.
just right. Just right now. Right now, we're rolling with what we roll with. We might have Cam Williams. We might have at the end of the year, but I don't expect to. Uh,
I don't either.
JQ's, I've seen him in top 10 on mock drafts he's done for the year. So we have what we have. We're
Yeah.
basically our starting 5 and then the 3 bench players. So, and that's fine.
So
That's
we
good
got a
enough to win a title.
so we got a whole game and a half out of the whole Jaden Quaintance experience.
Yeah, and it was to beat a good St. John's team at least, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Man. Shaden Sharp all over again.
I think it's slightly different because of the injury. I don't think Shaden Sharp was hurt. I mean, I think he just
No.
didn't want to play. Uh, there's who is it? There's someone in college basketball right now that just doesn't want to play. I'll have to
Darren
look at this.
Peterson.
Yeah, he's part of it. He's at least playing half the game. Uh,
Right.
so next, if we beat Kansas, we'd be lined up against number 2 Purdue, which at our ceiling, I personally think we could beat them.
Well, we already have, except we're under a different ceiling now.
Yeah, we are, and oddly, this ceiling to me, as a big picture, isn't that much lower than the other one. And I know it's because I think these guys know their roles. Owe knows he can be the leading scorer now.
Yeah.
Colin Chandler knows he needs to come in and score too. Aberdeen knows he needs to be the third scorer. We got guys that aren't, and then the other guys just will hit threes, rebound, and play defense.
Right. Colin Chandler, man, you talk about a huge momentum shift the last 2, 3 games.
He's he's lived up to the nickname Mormon Missile. So
Yeah, Air Mormon.
yeah, Air Mormon. I know he's had a couple dunks, but he's been draining the threes. Like I'm telling you that catch on the wing, if he's open, even if he's from touching the sideline behind him, he's ripping
Yep, as he should.
it. Yeah, coach telling him to.
Um,
So Purdue,
so that would be what, a Sweet 16 matchup?
Sweet 16, arguably probably in like somewhere closer to Purdue. Our fans travel, but so do theirs. They're close.
I don't know. I'd say
See,
Sweet 16 is probably
you
the
say,
ceiling.
see, I have Elite Eight because I'm looking at here at the 2. So here, so to get to a Sweet 16, hypothetically, we got to beat a 2 or a 3 seed. So I'll list you the 2 or 3 seeds, and you tell me how many you think we can beat.
Okay.
Okay, so UConn and Nebraska. That's in one, right?
We,
One. Okay.
we can beat Nebraska for
So
sure.
there's one. Kansas and Purdue. So you said one on that too.
Yeah.
Uh, Iowa State and Michigan State.
Well, I think we could beat one of them. One of them's already beat us this year.
That's true. One of them has Jeremy Fears on their team, who's the dirtiest player in basketball apparently now. So
I know. Izzo lit into his ass the other night, buddy.
I love 2026 Tom Izzo. He doesn't care. He just says whatever he wants. I love it.
Yeah, it's his retirement tour. He said, "What are you gonna do? Fire me?"
Yeah, he's just. That's what I think they might make one. I think like Izzo has to retire after a Final Four. I know he's only won one title, but he's uh, always just gets a random Final Four here and there. So when he gets his last one, I think he'll be out.
I thought they already announced this was his last year.
Did they? Ooh, I missed that. If so, if that's true,
I thought so.
that's big news. I'll look it up here in a minute. And then the last two, three is Houston and Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt on a neutral court is 50-50 to me.
Yeah, at home it's an ass whooping.
Absolutely. So
uh, I, I think we can beat both of those teams, but recency bias says we can't beat Vandy.
yeah.
They 25 pieced us.
Yeah, so you're about 50-50 on the two threes. And honestly, it'd be 50-50 if those two threes even make it. We see teams get upset all the time. I mean, Arkansas beat St. John's last year.
Yep, why it's called March Madness. Crazy shit
Exactly.
happens.
Yeah, so I'm with you. I'm about 50-50 on that. I don't think we can beat a UConn or a Houston or uh, maybe not even a Vanderbilt, but we can get Vandy again, so we'll see against Vandy again. We have our chance to get them back, but
Yeah,
I think we can beat Nebraska,
yeah.
Iowa State, Purdue, Kansas. I think we might be able to beat Michigan State. I think we would try to get our get back with them too. I think we're a way different team than we were then.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Um, but yeah, I think ceiling for this team, Sweet 16.
Okay, Sweet
With
16
everything
sailing.
they've dealt with,
Would you be happy
off
with
court
that?
issues, locker room. Yes, considering how the season started, 3 weeks ago we were worried about making the tournament.
Right.
So to be sitting here, oh, Sweet 16's the ceiling. Yeah, I'd be happy with that, considering all the off court issues they've had, all the locker room issues, the injury bug in there, just blindly swinging bats and breaking feet and shoulders and hitting people in the knee.
Right.
uh,
It's uh
and then
it's
just questionable rotations too.
right.
I feel like Pope
Well,
finally got his rotation down.
less is more maybe in this situation. Like
Yes.
what
Well,
makes you
I
think?
heard yesterday I was listening to Pardon My Take, and they were talking with Draymond Green. Excellent interview, by the way.
I
Um,
I can't stand Draymond Green, and I liked him after that interview.
yes. But the part where he was talking about how NBA coaches, they'll go in with a piece of paper that has all their rotations written on it because they know that's what they're doing. And that kind of popped to me because that's what Mark Pope is doing or
Yeah, but
was.
the difference is they're pros and they know their roles. These college kids didn't know that. They're coming into a new team, either transfers or freshmen.
Exactly. And that's what the point I was going to make. It's like, yes, you want to, push these guys to be better, but you can't have rotations like that. College basketball changes by the minute. And them rotations, you might as well wad them up and throw them in the trash.
The
Play the
2015
hot hand.
Purdue team was one of a kind. No college team has ever been able to do what Calipari did with that team.
Exactly. And, people this year were talking, oh, it's Platoon 2.0. Mm-mm. No, it ain't.
No, and if you when they were saying that before the season, that's when they thought all these players were going to play fully to their potential. Some have, and some haven't. Some didn't start out that well, and they've gotten there. Noah's been hurt most of the
Right.
season. Jasper hasn't
Yeah.
had the time. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it's just hard. No one, there's been one guy who's been consistent 90% of the season, and it's Oweh.
yeah. And then once Moreno started playing more, he's probably been second most consistent.
Yeah, definitely. You talk about the unsung hero of this team. Nobody had him penciled in to be this good this early.
No, no one did, and shame on all of us because he was really good in high school. He was good in the McDonald's game. He was playing amongst his peers in a great freshman class. Could go down as the all time college basketball freshman class, and he's in there. He's in the discussion of the top
Yeah.
25 freshmen
Oh, he's popping up on some first round mock draft boards.
with those 25 other freshmen. The mock draft is filled with nothing but freshmen.
Yeah, it's insane. It's
Oh, he should have
insane.
left.
Well, and
I'm glad he stayed, but he should have
well,
left.
no, you're not wrong, man. It's like you've got this influx of all these older guys staying in college for 72 years, and it's like there's a reason they're not in the NBA. You know, they were good enough, they'd be there. They wouldn't be coming back to play for Alabama or Baylor or
That just sparked something in me with our matchup against Tennessee today. Remember, Zakai Ziegler tried to come back, and they denied him, but they're letting these other guys come back. I guess because they have college eligibility, but it's kind
right.
of funny.
Uh, there was a rumor Oscar was going to try to come back.
My thing is, I don't think he had eligibility. Didn't he play like 5 or 6 years?
I think he still had 1 year of
Hey,
eligibility left.
okay. That I mean, we could use him on any team. He's talk about being unheard. He's going to be probably the best Calipari player that everyone forgets.
No doubt.
Yeah,
No doubt. Ooh, that'd be a good list to do too.
we will. And Lord, spoiler alert, he's number one because whenever you talk to anybody about Cal players, he never gets brought up, and he should.
Yeah. Uh, what were we talking about? I forgot.
We go on too many tangents about basketball, and uh, I don't know. But the only thing I can think about we did the ceiling of the team. That's the last thing I remember talking about UK ceilings of our team, and we kind of just put a bow on what we thought this team was going to do the rest of the season as of whatever today's day is, the seventh. That could change after tonight. The ceiling's a little higher to me if we have a good game tonight.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, the ceiling can definitely go up. I mean,
The
we still
ceiling
got some
is the
quality
roof,
games
Michael
on our
Jordan.
schedule. There you go. I like that. Right behind me.
Yeah, right, right. So
uh,
we can just talk small UK women's team. They almost had that game against Vandy. I don't know if you saw any of it, but they had a shot at beating a team that only lost twice.
yeah, I did not. I had totally forgotten we had dinner plans last night. So when the wife
Hey,
got home at 6, she picked me up and we went over to Cheddar's. How long has it been since you had Cheddar's?
hot minute, dude. I'd like the Monte Cristo there, but that's about it. I'm not gonna bash Cheddar's, but that's the only thing I get there. So been a hot minute though.
They have kind of revamped their menu, man. It,
Okay.
gotta give Cheddar's a shout out. You know, I think they kind of adopted a little bit of the Texas Roadhouse theme, and they bring out these warm honey butter croissants. Goodness,
Ooh.
they were incredible.
I used to live in an apartment during COVID off of Kirk Levington over there, so we would walk up to Cheddar's and get stuff. So I used to mess with Cheddar's often, but it's been a hot minute. So
Yeah, it'd probably been 10, 12 years since I'd eaten there, but it was good. I got the bourbon glazed salmon and shrimp. I got an 8-ounce salmon and 6 shrimp for like $18.
not bad at all. Hard to beat that. Can't hard to get
Good
anything
deal.
bourbon
Yeah,
glazed. Ooh.
right. But yes, we went to Cheddar's and we didn't get home till almost like 8:30, 9 o'clock after Cheddar's. Have you seen the talking cactuses that will mimic what you say? It's
Oh
like a
yeah,
children's toy.
yeah.
So apparently Layla has wanted one for the last 2 years, but I didn't find out that she wanted one until Thursday when we were walking through the mall and
Uh,
they had one of those kiosks and they wanted like $45 for one. And I was like, no, we can go find that somewhere cheaper. So we
absolutely.
went on the hunt last night and found one in Tate's Creek Center Walgreens for $16.
Random place to find one, but you never know. Walgreens supplies us with random stuff all the time.
Yep, yep, I love me some Walgreens.
Yeah, when I worked
But
at Malone's, we had that Walgreens right there beside there, and they probably feasted off all the servers that worked at Malone's because they'd go in there and buy energy
oh,
drinks or
you know it.
whatever. Yeah.
Yep, yep. Money pit right there. I forgot you worked at Malone's.
Yeah, hey, it was a fun grind for a lot of those years. I'm not going too much of a tangent, but one of my most memorable UK things. I have a couple from Malone's working there. You can imagine. I've been in there. I've seen some people in there.
Oh, I bet.
Uh, One time was just sitting there on a Sunday morning with our buddy Jake. He was my assistant that day, and we see a big table coming up, and we just look and we start seeing the UK basketball coaches come in. This was like 2018. I was like, cool. There's the basketball team's coming in, and then we see a family come in. We're like, oh, this is a recruiting visit. This big, massive dude walks in, and my coworker, not Jake, because he knows this person, he looks at me, he goes, "Who was that football player?" I said, "That's not a football player. That's fucking Zion Williamson."
That's great.
Yeah. So he walked in.
Fucking Zion.
Yeah, he sat in, and I was like, his whole family got steak, and he got salmon, and I was like, he came to a steakhouse and got salmon. I was like, we're screwed. He didn't
Hey,
come and get what we're supposed to get. We knew we were screwed,
good.
and of course we know he got more money from Duke than he got from us. But
Well, they bought Mama a house,
yeah, but exactly.
but I can't fault him for getting the salmon. I'm a big salmon guy.
Oh, I am too. I am too. I love salmon. It was just funny. His whole family got steak, and he kind of stood out, and I was like, in hindsight, we know he likes to eat. I'm just surprised he didn't eat more than he normally would. You know.
You know, I bet you he did that to impress the coaching staff. Hey, look, I'm trying to
Probably
thin out some.
Cal wasn't even there. It was Kenny Payne and who was the old coach? It was a guy from that era. I forgot who it was. It was the
Uh,
guy that went to NC State after us. He was kind of the bald head. What was
was
his
it
name?
Bruiser Flint?
No, 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 it was
Was
a
it a
white
black guy?
guy. No,
Okay.
I could look it up
Um,
because once I say his name, you'll know. But and another good one I have, I was serving tables, and Coach Cal comes in and is sitting at a server just with his wife and his family at a round top table in Malone's. And then we
the
just hear some ruckus.
roommate.
Yeah, the roommate, and we hear some ruckus over in the patio beside Jake's because the Jake's is connected to that Malone's. And
Mhm.
one of my coworkers walked over there, and it's Rick Pitino. Rick Pitino was in for Keeneland, and he had no idea Cal was in there. So Pitino was in Drake's, and Cal was in Malone's. And this server, his name was Omar. Shout out Omar. He just got them together somehow. I don't know how. And there's a picture online somewhere. I'm gonna see if I can go on the deep
What?
dive of Omar in Malone's uh, apron with Rick Pitino and Coach Cal on the Drake's
What an
patio.
insane picture.
I
What an
know.
insane picture.
I know. Oh my gosh. I
Um,
so
that's crazy. What are the chances Cal's in one restaurant, Rick's in the connecting restaurant?
Bill Justice was the one I was thinking of, by the way.
Joel Justice. Okay. Yep.
So it was him and Kenny Payne were
I
there.
remember that name.
And Robic may have came in on that one too. I can't remember Robic. Shout out Robic. I love John Robic. He was awesome.
Yeah, he's a very friendly guy. We used to, when my father-in-law was still alive, we'd go up to Campus Pub a lot,
Yeah.
and Robic really liked hanging out at that place. I guess because it was kind of a small, quiet
Uh
little
huh.
bar. He'd come in, have two beers, and I'm out of town. I'll see you all later.
I know.
But he would always talk to us.
That's awesome. I know the owners of them, the ones that just bought Campus Pub like a year or two ago. I talked to a kid in preschool and he comes to our summer camp. But I this just reminded me of that. I was like scrolling on Facebook and I saw them like post something. And I just look up and it was them at Campus Pub with Charles Barkley. I was like, you don't got to meet Chuck? That's awesome.
That is cool. That is cool.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, and then also when I worked at Glendover, one of his daughters was a student teacher in my building. So that was pretty cool.
Holy cow! I think I found it.
Oh man.
Okay. I don't know how I'm going to be able to pull it up other than take my phone off the stand. Look, right there.
The
There's
legendary
Omar,
Omar.
Patino, and Cal, and it's on the Drake's patio. Yeah, right there. It does, you can't see it clearly, but somehow he got it to happen.
Insane.
I
Shout
know.
out Omar.
Right, shout out. So there's that.
Oh man.
But we're getting close to about an hour here, sir. So let's do our helmets.
Let's do it.
Mini helmets, mania, madness, whatever we want to do. I like mania for now because in March we'll turn it to
Yep.
madness. I want a chrome dome, by the way. I need a full size chrome dome
Yeah.
for cats.
Yep. I need to work on my wall back here with some more.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that once the season's over when we got more time. All right. We
Yeah.
got a team we played in a couple bowl games before. The Clemson
Clemson.
Tigers.
Okay. Okay. Most notable player for them for me. Uh oh, what's his name? Wide receiver. Um
I was gonna say you won't get canceled if you say Deshaun Watson. It's okay.
I'm I'm not a fan of Deshaun.
I know, I was just joking. Wide receiver, you
Not
thinking
a
Sammy
Deshaun fan.
Watkins?
No, he was just on Pardon My Take within the last 2 weeks.
Not DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hop, D Hop, yeah.
Okay, it does say yeah, D Hop. Yeah, he's a beast.
Um, yeah, I never really was a fan of Deshaun Watson.
Me neither. I was not gonna lie, I was rooting for him one of the championships when they beat Alabama because I got tired of seeing Alabama win, but I didn't really care for him
Right.
personally.
I like Trevor Lawrence better.
Goldilocks, he might
But
have a little Sam Darnold in him, have a little second time part of his career, get a little better, you know.
yeah, I'm hoping Will Levis pulls that one off.
Me too. He's got to get healthy, but we've seen a lot of young quarterbacks teams are willing to take swings on. So
Yeah, yeah. Um, hate, I guess I got to put Deshaun Watson in there. Not a fan of
um,
Dabo either. The man is so hard headed.
how about? Yeah, I agree with that. Dabo, he seems like he's too. I know I don't want to try to sound like Matt Jones. I know he says this a lot, but Matt he's too rah rah. He's too. He doesn't seem authentic.
Right. No, I
So
mean, you're right. That's just the way to describe him.
ever
Um,
since that video of him flying down the tunnel, it was a funny video, but it's just like, come on, dude, it's not about you.
dude, I would be in heaven if they caught a video of him running down that hill and he just ate shit.
I know.
I would laugh so hard.
That would be a top viral moment of all time. Honestly, that would be hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. Not really. I tolerate him. I mean,
Same.
I don't have any disdain for Clemson. I don't have any love for Clemson.
The
They're
last bowl
just
game,
kind of
we
there.
just sucked against them, so that made me kind of be aggravated with them because
Yeah.
remember we just let them get completion after completion after completion after completion. I was in Hawaii watching UK football, being
Yep.
mad in Hawaii. I was like, come on, boys.
On your honeymoon too, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean it was after the honeymoon part. My family had met us
Right.
there, so me and David and my dad were sitting there watching it while everyone else was out in Hawaii. We're like, it's UK, we gotta be locked in, and we were locked in because it was a close game, and then we were pissed off.
Right. Yeah, that tends to happen when we watch Kentucky football.
Yeah, I think that
Uh,
was the writing on the wall for Stoops too. That bowl game, that was kind of like that team kind of gave up then too, and then never looked back since.
or
But
who was the quarterback on Clemson? Was it Klubnik?
yeah, it was okay.
Wow. And he's still there, isn't he?
Yeah,
Was
he
that
is. I
his
think
freshman season?
it was. I think so. I think he's a senior now though, or junior. I don't know. It's hard to keep up with them, but
Yeah. All the eligibility. Oh, he's a red shirt. Oh, he's
right.
whatever. Like, I mean, look at TJ Finley. He's teams in 7 years.
And insane, insane. Um,
Yeah.
the only other Clemson player I can kind of think of that I was like, holy shit, they're good. C.J. Spiller. Anytime he had the ball, he was
Yep.
electric.
C.J. Spiller was electric. I feel like they had one more running back that we're missing.
Oh, they've had some running backs. Just on the Spiller level. I mean, there's ETN, of course. Um,
Right.
who was with Spiller? Spiller was running with somebody. I don't remember the guy's name, but he had like a running mate that was
I
good
don't
with him.
either.
Yeah, that's all
I
right.
will
We'll come
say,
to our head later.
last thing on Clemson,
Yep.
I really liked the purple uniforms with the orange letters.
Me too. And I don't
Just
know.
saying.
I'm sure you were an NCAA player back in the day, whatever years those were, the early 2000s. And I would play with Clemson just
Yep.
because they had a big 85 receiver and they had those purple jerseys.
Yep. Well, I always played with Kentucky just because hometown bias. But
Yeah. Oh, well, it's the same. I did the dynasty with Kentucky, but like when you play with against your buddies, you would choose like a random team. You know, I'd go Clemson because I like their jersey.
right. Well, whenever I did that with my friends, we'd do like a random team generator.
Yeah, I would do that
So
sometimes too. Back the game's a little different now. I didn't get the most recent one, but I did get 25 because I had to get it the first year it came back out. So
I wanted to get it, but my Xbox is older than dirt and was not compatible.
yeah, that's fair
So I'm
too.
still rocking the Xbox One, and you got to have an S or better to play college football.
I found that out the hard way too.
So,
I didn't have that either, and I have a Switch, and it wasn't on Switch, so I just was going to take the L. And then my wife and my family,
yep,
I guess they saw how upset I was, and they bought the Xbox and the game for me. So I was like, okay, I can't ask for anything
I
anymore.
I I did the same thing because my daughter has a Switch that she doesn't use. I was like, ooh, wonder if they have it on here. Nope.
Yeah,
So it is
that
what
was
it
my.
is, though.
I never bought a game console for myself, probably ever. I bought an Xbox One for $200 on sale, but this Xbox and my Switch, they just were given to me as gifts, and I didn't ask for them. So, and I probably use them more than almost a
Right.
lot of things in my house. So,
Well, it was funny. So the Xbox I have now, I bought for one of my friends because he got the new Xbox, the big like clunky tower one.
yeah,
Uh, and he was like, "You want this one?" I was like, "Well, yeah. What do you want for it?" He goes, "You can just have it. I know you said yours was having problems." It's like,
yeah,
cool. I'll come get it now. So, and it's
heck
still
yeah.
running, so I ain't gonna get rid of it.
I wouldn't
I'll
either. I wouldn't
get a
either.
new one and then get college football another time. It'll still be there.
Oh yeah, that's still gonna be out there. So, all right, next helmet is this is arguably, I don't know about you, one of my favorite helmets in college football.
Yep. Top
Yeah,
five helmet of all time.
easily,
Top
easily.
five helmet of all time.
I don't know what it is. It's
I
just
love Florida State.
especially when they get
Uh,
the stickers on the back of them. Yeah, it's just something about it.
yep, yep. And I don't like saying this, but Ohio State too. When they get all the stickers on them,
Yeah, I'm team helmet stickers for sure.
unfortunately. But yes, players that automatically come to mind. I don't hate Florida State at all.
Me
They're
neither.
kind of like this is gonna sound funny, but them and Miami are kind of like my two ACC interests.
I think
But
that's the
name that
generation you're
immediately
born
comes to
in.
mind.
Everyone from our
Yeah.
generation kind of
Well,
favors those teams. They don't hate them at least.
right. Well, obviously, I like Miami, Devin Hester.
Yeah.
Um, but name that immediately comes to mind for that helmet is Coach Prime.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. Coach Prime.
Coach Prime. Asante Samuel played for Florida State too, didn't he? Or was that
It,
Miami?
no, I think he played for Florida State. He did. They had that one random running back. He was like, I think it was Tim Biakabatuka, whatever his name was. He ended up being really good in the pros.
Yeah. Um,
Of course, modern day they got more stars, but Bobby Bowden's one of the best coaches of all time. So
yeah. Um, I had to think. Yeah, like you said, most of their stuff is like further back in history that we're
we got the we
Jameis
got
is an
the
all-time Florida
we,
State.
we got one of the random Jameis years. I was about to say they were relevant and they'd make a bowl every year, but the Jameis year they won the national championship. It was like, oh, who is this guy?
Right? And then gets in trouble for stealing crab legs.
Right? And he's one of
Insane.
the funniest
Insane.
characters in the NFL, though. He's so funny.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. What about receivers?
Peter Warwick
So
played for
like
them.
I'm blanking. Yeah.
A recent
Um,
Kelvin Benjamin.
yeah. Yeah. Wasn't
Uh,
Randy Moss there before he got in trouble and then went to Marshall?
I think he committed there. Yeah, I don't know if he played or dressed or whatever, but I don't even remember him at Marshall. But he was at a school before then. It may have been Florida State.
I
Trying
think
to
it
think.
was.
They got
Uh,
Elder Cook, Dalvin Cook.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't hate Florida State.
No, like I said, one of the best helmets. I kind of like their chant a little bit. That's kind of cool how they do that in the stadium.
Yeah. Well, and then I like when they have the chief ride in on the horse and plant the burning
Yeah,
spear. That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
they got good. Seems like from afar that they got good in-game environments. So
Yeah. Was it Chief Osceola or something like
yeah,
that?
something like that. Yeah. Uh, my This tells you how good they were back in like just in the early 2000s. Like anytime when Louisville moved to the ACC, anytime Florida State played in Louisville, like people from even around Lexington, they would just go up to a Louisville game just to watch Florida State play.
Yep. Yep, they
Hmm.
were good. Bobby Bowden had them rolling.
They did, yeah. They always have epic games against Miami too. Ooh, kind of a boring team, but oh well, that's what the helmet drew us. We won't get it again. We have a little history with them in some
Yep.
bowl games.
Ah, the old Hawkeyes. Cooper DeJean.
Who is the best Iowa quarterback in recent memory?
Oh God,
That's one of the hardest questions I'll ever
that's a
ask you.
hard one. That's a really hard one.
Because
Uh,
the only one I can think of was in the early 2000s. He wasn't good in the pros, but they had this guy named Brad Banks, and he was like a Heisman finalist, and that was my first Heisman ceremony I remember watching. So he sticks in my head, and I've never seen an Iowa quarterback good since then.
I mean, I'm drawing Spencer Petras.
Yeah,
I mean,
tough. Well, exactly. That's why they're boring. They've never had a good quarterback.
it's tight end you.
It
And
is.
how? They've never had a good quarterback.
They've had good defenses too, and but they had us when who was their coach? Kirk Ferentz for like 20 something years. He had him about between 8 and 10 wins most seasons.
Yeah, yeah, and that's about what they expect. They're very
Wandale
Mark
Robinson tore him up.
Stoops' style of football. Oh yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Uh, it was a great bowl game, by the way.
That was. I was
Um,
actually in Orlando for that
but
game, and it was so hot we just didn't go, and we watched it in a hotel room, and it was probably just as much fun as it would have been in that game. That game was awesome.
that's awesome. That's awesome. But yeah, don't really have much hate for them either. I mean,
I'm trying to think. Sean Green was a running back there. I'm just thinking of random names. I can't name a receiver from Iowa. Like you said, tight end you.
no, not other than the tight end. Yeah, because I
Uh,
mean, you had what? Kittle, Hawkinson.
yeah, they've
Who
had
else played for them?
Dallas Clark, I think, did too. Uh,
Um,
They have somewhere, just drawing a blank on it right now because we're hour and 15 in, and we don't watch a lot of Iowa
Yeah.
football. So
Nope. I think I've watched one Iowa football game, and it was the bowl game we played them in.
yeah, and I bet the last 2 or 3 years they probably don't score over 20 points a game. So they're not like a fun team to watch regardless.
Nope. Nope.
All
I'd
right,
like to spend parts of my Saturday other
I'm
ways
just
than
gonna
watching
we're just
Hawkeye
gonna
football.
throw this one in the trash. We're done with it. So um, yeah, so
All right.
we're about a hour and 15 in, so I'm ready to close out a few more. Bud, you got anything else?
One more thing we gotta look up the Izzo thing. We'll wrap on that.
Oh, okay. Yes, absolutely. Do you think there's any other coaches, while I'm looking this up, that might be contemplating retirement? Maybe one we're playing today.
Could be. There was a little speculation with that over last off season, so
Yep. And then he got Nate
uh,
Ament and Gillespie, and he just got a little second
potentially.
win, maybe. Who knows?
Right, right. Run it back with the boys one last time.
In
Um,
December, he squashed recent retirement rumors. So there were rumors.
okay,
He squashed them though.
okay.
So, but the rumors were out there. You didn't see where he
Maybe
shut them down.
maybe I got by AI.
That's very common nowadays, dude. Very common. So.
Yep, yep. Well, that's about all I got. Go Cats, go Kroger.
Yeah, go
Show us,
Cats, go Bears. Going to go get these shoes in
show
about
us
an hour and a
your
half
vin
or
your
2 hours. Going to go get the D-Book 2s, hopefully. So we'll see.
good luck on that one. And
Yep,
hit us up on X at Clarkus23 and at S Mahan PG14, right?
yep,
All right. Well, go Cats, go Krogering, and we'll catch you early next week.
absolutely. Beat the balls.
Yes, sir. All right. See you, buddy.
See ya.